Disney list time is among us, which means we have a total countdown of something that we either love or maybe don't like so much. But here today with our Disney list for the top 3 favorite Disneyland Park attractions. We've heard from Katrina. Now we're going to hear from our own Gared Hassel, who is at an undisclosed location once again in a warm, Christmassy environment ahead of Thanksgiving. He's one of those people, apparently, which is fine.
Yeah.
We'll allow it.
It's a good thing there's a vent above that fireplace there.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Imagine what could happen to the ceiling. Yeah, my gosh. Well, Gared, let's dive into it. Top 3 favorite Disneyland Park attractions. What do you got?
Okay, before we begin, just so you know, I designed my own infographic. We've got, boom, Gared Super Happy Fun Magical Top 3 Disneyland Attractions. Woo!
Wait.
Whoa.
We barely
we
saw
didn't
it
hear it.
before
Do
it
it
cut
again.
off. I'm sorry. One more time.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
That's some arts and
Gared
crafts right
Super
there.
Happy Fun Magical Top 3 Disneyland Attractions. You know, you wouldn't think I have any experience doing any sort of graphics. I don't.
Yeah.
That's just me messing around. But
Well, let me
I
tell
would
you.
have never
let's
guessed.
get into
Yeah. It's obvious now.
But before we begin, my number 3 was the hardest decision for me because I was debating between like 3 or 4 options, but I finally nailed it down. So let's begin. Number 3.
Oh, he's going all out. I like this.
Yeah. Number 3, I'm going with one that is sort of gets pushed by the wayside. Oftentimes people walk by it. Disneyland being my home park. I didn't get to experience this until I was a little older, but my number 3 is the Storybook Land Canal Boat.
No.
I like that.
Yes, I love it because it's such a unique concept, and the thing that makes or breaks it is the cast member that is narrating the story.
Absolutely.
From the beginning, where you hop on a sort of bouncy, wobbly boat, and then you go through the mouth of Monstro, and then you go around all these wonderful little Disney like settings. I just love it. And at night, I find it to be even more magical because you've got like twinkling lights, you've got the lighting effects on the attraction. And for me, it's just, I think it's very, very cute. And when you're with someone that you love, it's very romantic and you just want to get all close and snuggle with them and just be like, look at all that, look at all that. And even sometimes the jokes are really, really cute, cool. But I love Storybook Land Canals. I've never experienced another attraction like it. The only thing similar would be like the Jungle Cruise, but Storybook Land Canals, I think it's just a cute thing that, I think it makes Disneyland so unique and magical.
I mean, it's sweet and underrated. I
Yeah.
definitely think.
It's even cuter when there's little baby duckies in the water. I love it going in the spring and you see
Monster
little baby,
ducks.
little
that
monster
traipse
ducks,
through
with, like
the
little baby
dioramas.
ducks over by Ariel's area. Like I love it.
How do you feel about the
Yeah.
addition of Arendelle, Gared?
Like it's, you can't say that Frozen hasn't been successful because it's one of the most successful franchises now that Disney's ever taken. And I like it. I think it's cute. It definitely adds to that. And I've heard a joke because where it's positioned, the Matterhorn's behind it, and the cast member, he or she will say like, all right, so did you know that in the Arendelle section, you can actually see the Matterhorn? Can you tell which mountain it is? It's the giant one behind it.
There you
And so
go.
it just makes you all be like, wow. So I like it. I think it adds a little bit to it. I don't remember what was in that area before, but I think it's really cute, and just like the little stories and little things here and there about it. I think special cast members have to work there because you have to have the ability to storytell. You can't, even though it's scripted, you can't just do it if you're just like Peter Pan, Aladdin, Cinderella. Like you have to have that sort of that storytelling aspect that Walt had within himself. So that's
used to
my
be-
number 3.
It used to be the Old Mill, by the way. The Old Mill from Silly Symphony. That was what Arendelle used to be. Anyway,
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Old Mill.
Yeah.
How about number 2?
Number 2.
Oh, now I know which number it is. Good.
Yes. My number 2. This was the one that actually helped me fall in love with Disneyland, and it is one of the best attractions ever made. It was the last one that Walt truly got to work on, Pirates of the Caribbean. I love it because from the beginning, when you enter the area, you're like, where are we going? Because you're entering this building, and then you go inside and you see all the old portraits of pirates, past and present. And then you go to the dock, and then you board, and then you go through the bio, and it's just amazing storytelling. It's like what Tyler and Katrina have said in the past, and even you, Wade, where you're just like, the suspense is building. You're like, what's going on? I'm just floating through a little bayou. And then you see an old man playing a guitar or napping. And then you see the talking pirate head. And then from there, oh, it's just like, let's do this thing. And I love it because the audio animatronics look so lifelike. And when you're a little kid, you feel like you're a pirate. You're like, you want to go you want to be a pirate and do all things pirates do. Granted, they don't do good stuff, but that's just how great the story is behind this attraction.
Makes you want to do all the bad stuff that a pirate does.
Yeah.
But no, I completely agree with you. And it's an attraction that I went on earlier this week just because every time I pass by it, I think, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Like, it's totally worth it every single time. I don't care how many times I've experienced it. It makes you, it wraps you in its story. And you leave going, I can't believe I just saw all that again. And it's still fresh for me every time I go on a million times later.
Yeah.
It's amazing for being a ride that's like mostly underground. It feels so huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere it feels like alive. You know, you're like living in it's like they had a cartoon jump off a page almost because all these guys, you know, they have highly exaggerated features and stuff. But it's, especially when I was a kid, I just felt like this is like never ending, you know, which
stands
was
the
cool.
test of time.
Yeah.
It
That's
really
for sure.
does.
Yeah, pretty spectacular. Well, that brings us to your top choice. What is it?
Number one, my number one choice is the attraction that made me want to originally become a mechanical engineer and actually be an Imagineer for Disney. Granted, I failed Calc 2 in college and made me realize maybe math is my strong suit, but the attraction is Indiana Jones Adventure. I cannot get enough of this. You can't, it's not out here at Disney World or at Walt Disney World. So whenever I go to Disneyland, I have to get my fix. It just has everything. Like riding this, when I first went on this when I was a young kid, only been out for a couple of years, I got off and I was just like, how did they do that? How did they make the boulder come towards you? Like, you don't even see the show building. You walk on and you truly feel like you're there. Indy's there. You've got the voice of Mara, done by James Earl Jones. And you've just got all these amazing effects and the music and the score. And it immerses you into the world of Indiana Jones and makes you feel like you are the adventurer that you've always wanted to be. And granted, very soon, they're going to be doing some upgrades on it. But even so, just the some upgrades they've done where they've added more lights, more sounds. I truly love this attraction. And probably my favorite part is like when you're going down the hallway where the car stalls and then all the spears come at you. When I was a little kid, I would be ducking, actually thinking they were going to hit me. And so I love Indiana Jones Adventure and I cannot wait to go on it again.
Well, you've lived to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't die on
That I
board,
have.
thank goodness. And Indiana Jones certainly tops many of our lists, I think.
It really does, yeah.
As one of the greatest attractions Disneyland has ever done. I don't think I would argue with anything on that list.
No,
No.
definitely not.
I see all the
I love
reasons.
the Storybook Canal too. I was like, oh, that is a good one. I like riding it at night and like Casey Jr.
Yeah.
And often
Love that
overlooked,
choo-choo
as I
train at
mentioned.
night.
Yeah.
So cute. I
So
love it.
underrated, and one I often forget about until I walk by and go, "Oh, I got to get on there."
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't like being in the cages, but
Right, sure.
it's such a fun ride, and everybody just doesn't even think about it.
It's a special one.
Yeah.
So run down that top three for us one more time, Gared. What was it?
Sorry,
I'll get
Number
your
three.
cards.
Number 3, we have Storybook Land Canals. Number 2, you have Pirates of the Caribbean. And number 1, Indiana Jones Adventure.
That rounds out Gared's top 3 favorite Disneyland park attractions. There's one.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.